you can and have just wonderful results when it comes to taking care of what you're looking like and feeling the best that you can within your skin. So typically, we do have on these product calls, we have either our founder, David Schmidt, or we have other experts that will be training on different products. Now, today, you have the best time ever because you get to hear from me talking about skincare. And you might say, what? Why is Emily talking about skincare? And before I even get going, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Emily Hollingshead, and I'm the Director of Sales here at Lifewave. But some of you may not know that I also have a great passion and love for makeup and skincare. And a part of my career, I actually managed a Sephora and had the great privilege of becoming a skincare PhD, which they term at Sephora. It's part of the education program that's specific to that company. And it was a really great experience for me to learn a lot about skincare, of course, makeup, but also just how can we take good care of our skin, even when we have great products that can support what we're trying to do through different things that we can do in our lives to support our skin being the best it can be. So today, what I'm going to really focus on first and foremost is how to maintain healthy skin. How can we use the skin that we have or support the skin that we have so that it can look the best that it can through some methods that we'll dive into. And then we'll talk a little bit about Lifewave products and how that can just amplify what you can do through diet, exercise, and a few other things that we'll discuss today. So why don't we just jump in and start talking about skin, talking about what are the things that we have in our abilities within our lives to take care of making sure that our skin looks and feels awesome. So let me get going on that. Let me pull this up here. Excuse me for some technical difficulties at the moment. I'm very excited to share with you some of these specific things. Because like I said, skincare really is a passion of mine. Healthy skin, radiant, beautiful skin is something that I love to talk about. I love to share. And when I was working really closely in the beauty industry, that was something that I just really loved, helping others understand some simple things that they can do to really make the skin that we are blessed with and we're born with to look the best that it can. So here we go. Okay, technical difficulties hopefully over for the day. But what can we do to support healthy skin? How can Lifewave be a part of that? So why is healthy skin important? Like, what is skin? Why do we need skin? You know, and sometimes you all may learn that I like to break things down to the basic level. You know, I like to understand the why and what we're talking about here. So why is healthy skin important? Well, as you can see here, you know, healthy skin, it's the first line of defense for our bodies from the outside world. It can protect us from a lot of different things that can cause problems inside our bodies, that can just cause a lot of stress and age us. It also helps to regulate our body temperature, helps us to maintain fluid balances. It helps us to control moisture loss. We'll talk a little bit more about why moisture is so important in just a few minutes. It's a barrier and a shock absorber for things that might be coming at our bodies. It alerts us to danger. You know, we have these receptors, these pain receptors in our nerve endings, and it helps us to know when something's too hot or something's hurting us, and it can protect us against harmful UV rays. So our skin is super important. So making sure that it's healthy and functioning as one of the largest organs in our body is super, super important. You know, there are some things that we can't control necessarily 100% about our skin, right? We are all born with the skin that we have, and we have genetics that play into that. We do age. You know, we have some pretty amazing products here at Lifewave that really help us as we age, but we do. You know, we are humans, and our bodies do age over time. We have hormones in our body that can affect the way that our skin looks and how clear it is, and just generally the overall appearance. And we often sometimes have medical conditions that can influence how our skin looks, feels, and just performs for us. You know, what can damage our skin? What can damage the skin that we have? So unprotected sun exposure is certainly something that can damage our skin. Now, I know there's a lot of research for sunscreen, and there's a lot of research against it. And we do know that it's important that we are absorbing through the sun's rays things that will help us to produce vitamin D within our bodies. That's very, very important. So, we need to protect our skin from the sun, but we also need to make sure that we have the right things happening within our bodies so we have the proper vitamins that we need to function. But excessive sun exposure can be very damaging to the skin. If you wash your skin too frequently, or specifically with very hot water, that can be very damaging to your skin anywhere on your body. An unhealthy diet, stress, lack of sleep, lack of exercise, dehydration, smoking, and some medications, all of these things together can certainly damage your skin and cause undue stress and aging, premature aging. And so, like we talked about, there's some things that are harder for us to control because of our genetics and things that are somewhat with outside of our control. But the things that we're talking about here, these are all areas that we can control and things that we can be aware of as we look towards making sure that our skin is as healthy and as radiant and as beautiful and as functioning as well as it possibly can. So, what can we do to support healthy skin? We just talked about, like, these are some things that can damage it. What can we do? What can we proactively do to support healthy skin? We can eat a healthy diet. That is super, super important. There are specific foods and oils and things that we can consume that support what's happening inside on the cellular level so that when our cells reproduce, they are reproducing in a healthy way. It's often said that what we eat is what we're made of. And so the things that we're putting into our body really are what our whole amazing system that is this body uses to create the cells that we have. And so it's really critical that we eat foods that support that support our body, and I don't want to go into the specifics of what kind of foods you should be eating because there are lots of different diets out there. There's tons of different research and different methodologies in what you should be eating that can help to support a healthy body generally. So what I would encourage you to do is do a little bit of research, understand what foods support you and feeling your best. But there certainly are a lot of foods out there that specifically support healthy skin. So definitely encourage you to look into that more because it's an important cornerstone to healthy skin. Now, the next piece here, keep stress in check. Oh my goodness, has it been a stressful year for many of us? It certainly has. Does it continue to be a stressful time in our lives? Absolutely. Do we in everyday life have lots of stress and things that can definitely come onto us and make things harder? Absolutely. But something that we can really do to support our healthy skin is to combat that stress. There are lots of different things that we can do that help us to feel more secure, that help us to keep that stress at bay. We do have some products, and again, I'll talk about that in a minute, that can really aid us in supporting stress that can be found in the body and help us to feel more balanced. And so I would encourage you, personally, something that I do every day is I do a 10-minute meditation at the very beginning of the day. And this is something that has been a great tool for me to keep my stress in check and something that I'm using as a way to keep my skin healthy and strong. Now, the next piece, keep moisture in the skin. This can be done in a few different ways. It's important that we are properly moisturizing our skin, and it's very important that we are properly hydrating our bodies. A lot of times we talk a lot about how important water is when you're utilizing our products. Water is important in all aspects. Our body is made up of at least 70% water. And so it's important that we continuously work to refresh and keep those levels of hydration in the body so that we can stay healthy overall. Water is so critical for our bodies, but also for our skin generally. And so I would encourage you to really keep track of the water that you're drinking, because that is going to be one of the most important tools you have in making sure your skin looks amazing. And like I mentioned before, moisturizing your skin is very important. A lot of individuals will wash their face in the morning, put a little bit of moisturizer on and call it good for the day. And if you're really good, many will actually wash their face at night. And I definitely encourage washing your face in morning and night, especially if you wear cosmetics. That's really, really important for your overall skin health. But something that a lot of people miss is adding moisturizer into their routine. They may wash their face, but not moisturize. And in the evening, it's especially important that you're moisturizing your skin. That's when your body is doing all the deep repair work. That's where anti-aging really has its magic time, is in the evening when you're sleeping. So I would really encourage you to utilize moisturizers as a way to protect and support your skin. And we'll talk a little bit about the moisturizers that we carry as part of our Alavida line and how it can be such a great way, again, to support healthy skin. Now, this next one here is don't smoke. You know, when we are smoking, there are a lot of things that happen within the body that are detrimental, but it can have a really strong effect on the appearance of your skin. Not only does the smoke from smoking damage the skin, but even just the action of pursing the lips to smoke can wrinkle the skin around the mouth, and it puts undue stress onto the skin there, the delicate skin around the mouth. And so we would encourage you not to smoke. And additionally, David Schmidt, our founder, has spoken on this many times, that when we smoke, it can limit the effectiveness of our patches. And so I know this is an area that can be a bit challenging for some, but I would encourage you, if this is something that you can work towards, or if this is something that you can try, is to not smoke. This will help your skin to look even more beautiful and radiant than it already does. Now, the last one, get your beauty sleep. We recently talked with David Schmidt about the power of good sleep and the importance of good sleep. And, you know, he shared some really great tips on how to get good sleep, why it's so important, how it affects so many things within our body. But it especially affects your skin. Like I said before, in the evening, that's the magic time when it comes to beauty. That's why they call it beauty sleep, I think. And in the evening is when your body is repairing your skin. And when your magical creams and your magical potions and lotions can really do the magic and the depth of your skin and repair some things that you may have been experiencing. So I would greatly encourage you to make sure you get good sleep. And if you're interested in learning about more ways to get better quality sleep, I would encourage you to watch the Lifewave Connect call that we had a few weeks back with David, where he gave some really great strategies on how to have awesome sleep. Big fan of sleep here. I'm definitely one of those that goes to bed pretty early and wakes up pretty early. And so sleep is pretty important to me. And so I would encourage you to utilize that as part of your strategy. So how can Lifewave help? What are some products that we have that support what we just talked about when it comes to skin health? What are some things that you can utilize in addition to making sure you're getting enough water, in addition to getting sleep, in addition to eating healthy and to reducing stress? What can you utilize to supplement that and to support that? We have a lot of great products, you know, and I'm not mentioning all of them here, but this is a combination that I would really encourage you to utilize as a way to really support healthy skin and to support aging in a way that we are happy to see cross our faces. So of course, X39 is an amazing product. As we all know, we have lots and lots of training videos that talk in depth about the value of X39, what it does within the body, and why it's a critical piece to your anti-aging strategy to really support that and support you. Activating stem cells is a pretty important, pretty amazing thing that this product can do. And, you know, the before and after pictures and the testimonials that we've received that talk about the power of what X39 can do for individuals is pretty remarkable. Myself personally, this was one of the first products that I used when I joined Lifewave. And I wanted to try products individually and see what the results were for myself. I know many of you had similar experiences, and I wanted to start with X39. And for me, I really certainly saw some great results overall. When it came to sleep was definitely one. But for me, I started to seeing some results within the quality of my skin very quickly. And so I don't say that this is a result that everyone will have, but for me, it was something that I was able to see pretty quickly on, that my skin looked and felt great, and that my appearance was definitely improved. And, you know, people started asking me, what is that? What is it that you're doing? Your skin looks awesome. So for me, that was definitely a win, and I was happy to see those results. And as I've used X39 over time, I saw some other results as well, which I know many of you have experienced too. And it's just a wonderful product that I encourage everyone to use. I see some of the comments here that yes, X39 alone has had some incredible results. Just over a week, it says here, skin changed over a week. That is so awesome. Now, let's talk about AEON. AEON is another product that is so incredible. And those of you that know me and have talked to me know that I have a lot of love for this product as well. For me, having a product that can truly help me in a space to support just a feeling of well-being and definitely aiding in stress, right? I mean, we have internal stress, both emotionally, that is an issue that some of us struggle with, you know, and also we have oxidative stress that's a part of our bodies. And for me, AEON has been a wonderful strategy, a wonderful product to help me to support my efforts to keep that stress within my body in a manageable state. And so something that I mentioned earlier, a way that we support skin health is by managing our stress. And like I said, there are a lot of techniques that you can utilize to help with dealing with stress, whether it's stressful feelings that we have, or whether it's that oxidative stress that we talk about that can be very damaging to the cells. And AEON can really support our body in managing that a lot better. So I think AEON is a great piece to add into your routine to not only support your body overall, but again, to also support healthy skin. Reducing stress that you're experiencing really will help when it comes to the appearance of your skin and the health of your skin. So certainly recommend that. I know that some have had some great experience with AEON also helping with sleep. And many of you have heard David speak about AEON. And before X39 came around, this was one of his favorite patches and still a very beloved patch. Now, the last thing that I know many of you are excited to learn a little bit more about, and we recently had a webinar where we did talk about the Alavida Regenerating Trio, and it is a really great product line and something that you can get really excited about. And I really believe that this is a great opportunity for us to really help those that might be struggling with skin issues, struggling with anti-aging, and really just wanting to have a more youthful and refreshed appearance in their skin. And so I would recommend this as a great piece to add to what you're already doing if you haven't tried it, but really it's pretty wonderful. So we have the Alavida Regenerating Trio, which includes 3 pieces. Now, I know first and foremost, this product line is not available in all of our markets globally, but it is certainly available in many. And so for those of you that do have this product line, I would definitely encourage you to give it a try. I personally really, really love this. And as I shared with you, I have a lot of access to great skincare products and great understanding of what these different products will do. And so I'm actually very picky when it comes to what products I'll put on my face, what things I am comfortable with. And the thing that I love about these 2 particular skincare products paired with this great patch is that the ingredients are incredible. You know, a lot of times there are products on the market that they claim to be safe, that claim to not have all the garbage and all the good. But truly, for me, Alavida is one of those product lines and products that I feel very comfortable putting on my skin and have been very pleased with the results of what it can do just to the quality of the skin. Now, certainly you may have additional products that you utilize in conjunction with Alavida, but this is a great base to start with and certainly something that you can feel confident in using. I personally have very sensitive skin, and so I'm very, very careful with what I use because even products that are really actually pretty I would say not stressing of the skin that many people use, they don't work for me. And so I'm very, very careful. And for me, I have not had those same problems that I had with other natural skincare brands or products that were targeted at anti-aging. I haven't had those same problems with Alavida. So, you know, like I said, we do have these 2 products here. And I talked about earlier how important it is to keep your skin hydrated. Now, that first and best way you can do that is through making sure that you're getting enough water all throughout the day. That is really important. And not just any water. You want to make sure it's good quality water that's been filtered, but still maintains the proper minerals and nutrients that we need for our body. And so it's really important that we're drinking high quality water, but also that we are moisturizing our skin. As soon as you get out of the shower, you definitely should moisturize all your body, because that is the time in which it's most available to be absorbed into your skin. And certainly it's a time where your body needs it most. I mentioned if we wash too frequently, or we wash with water that is too hot, this can really cause issues and damage the skin. And so it's especially important that as soon as we finish washing, whether it's washing our hands or whether it's washing our bodies or washing our face, that we moisturize as soon as we can, so that we can make sure that we're protecting our skin. And something that I haven't even mentioned at all really relates to the pollution that we're exposed to, dirt, dust, all sorts of things that are in the air. And moisturizing your skin can really create a barrier to protect your skin from some of those things that you will be exposed to just in your daily life. So, wow, isn't that a lot of information? But I definitely wanted to share this with you. I mentioned before that there are a lot of great products that are out there on the market that really are focused on being natural, that don't have a lot of the garbage and have a lot of the good. And there really are. There's a lot of beautiful products out there. But for me, the important thing is what's in it. Not only is it safe, but what's in it? What's going to help my skin to be healthy? What is going to help my skin to look the best? Now, a lot of the things that I'm going to share with you, so I have some before and after photos I also want to share. These can all be found on the website myalavida.com. You can also access our clinical studies and research that we have done that are there to document what was taking place, to show or to document the results that we're sharing with some of these products. I really do recommend that you spend some time on that website if you want to learn more about this product line and is something that you feel that you can share with others. It really truly is a great resource to you. So again, that's myalavida.com. And it really is a great resource. There's videos, there's before and afters. As I mentioned, there's the studies that are there so you can see the results and how they were conducted. All of these points I have here listed on the ingredients are also listed there. And you can learn more about how the technology of Lifewave works when it comes to our patches. So I do recommend that you check that out and you can share that resource with others. So let's talk about what's in these products. So we have our daily nectar, which for me is a great serum that I like to apply to my skin. I also apply some additional moisturizers and radiance and all sorts of fun little crazy things that I like to do for my skin. But the daily nectar is a wonderful product and a great base for what you'll be putting on your skin for the day. Also the night cream. Many night creams can be quite heavy, and our night cream is not super heavy, and that is nice. For those of you that are not accustomed to wearing heavy night creams, and this might be a new piece to your routine of how you support your skin and how you take care of your skin, this would be a great product for you. Additionally, if you want something heavier, there are certainly other great products on the market that can go on top of this. But the nice thing is you're getting some great ingredients that will only help your skin to feel amazing and to be the best that it can be. Now, if you look here, you can see a list of the ingredients that are included. And you see there's the microalgae oil, which is rich in DHA. This is really designed to help your skin be more elastic. If your skin can stretch, it may not crinkle, right? So it's important that we're putting things on our skin that are absorbed that help our skin to be more flexible and resilient. That will help with the aging. Now, milk peptides, you see here, it boosts collagen and hyaluronic acid. Now, you might say, okay, why is that important? Again, it comes back to the whole concept of moisture. Moisture in the skin is critical for anti-aging, right? It's critical to keeping skin healthy and to keeping things looking plump and young and fresh. And so this is important. As you see here, it helps to support supports the regeneration of aging skin. It reduces fine lines and wrinkles and improves the skin firmness. Collagen is all the rage these days, right? Many of us consume collagen on a daily basis. all the creams and all the things that you can see on the market have hyaluronic acid. But the nice thing about what we have that does boost that collagen and the production of hyaluronic acid are the milk peptides. So this is a natural way in which we can promote that within the skin. Next is moringa butter, which is derived from the seed oil of, and I cannot say it even though I ought to, moringa oleander, I can't say it, I'm so sorry. You all know what I'm trying to say. It's the miracle tree and it's the miracle fruit. And certainly this is a wonderful product. And so the great thing about moringa is it has so many great properties. And when it comes to how it supports the skin, it does help to repair and enhance the natural skin's protective barrier, right? That's really, really important. That's something I was talking about earlier. That's why we moisturize our skin. It protects our skin. It locks in that protective quality. And you know, as you can see here, it actually works better than shea or cocoa butter, which are really great products as well for the skin to protect it and lock in that moisture. So you're knowing that with the moringa butter, you have all the benefits of the shea and cocoa, but it's even better at it. Now, lipid soluble vitamin C. Who hasn't heard vitamin C? Vitamin C, everyone talks about vitamin C. Vitamin C has so many wonderful things that it can do for our bodies, but it's especially great when it comes to anti-aging. It's a very, very powerful tool in protecting against visible signs of aging. And it also aids to protect against skin irritation. Now, our vitamin C is even better than a lot of the things that you can see. And that's because it's 50 times more powerful because of how it's produced or how it's put into the product. It's lipid soluble. That's the important thing to understand about our vitamin C and why it's so effective. Okay, so rice bran oil, which is a natural antioxidant. It also improves the condition of the skin and moisturizes the skin. You might be getting a pattern here as you look at these ingredients. It's all about moisture, and these are moisturizers, so it makes sense, but making sure that your skin is hydrated is critical to maintaining healthy skin and to providing us a space where our skin isn't aging as quickly as it would if we weren't taking such good care of it. Now, rosemary extract is really important because it is an antioxidant and it's also antibacterial. Now, something that a lot of products have are a ton of preservatives, which can be very irritating to the skin, and certainly something that we want to consider when we're looking at ingredients in products. You know, they may make your products last a lot longer, but really, as we know, the skin is very soluble, and the things that we're putting onto our skin are absorbed into our body. And just like the food that we eat, it affects so much in all of the systems in our body. And so we want to make sure that what we're putting on our skin is healthy. And so we want to look towards products that don't have as many of those types of preservatives that we know can be damaging. And so that's why rosemary is great, because it does aid in preserving the products and these ingredients that we just talked about that are the active ingredients in our products. But it really, truly, is also just so great because it does protect against free radical damage. And I won't go into why free radicals are dangerous or certainly can cause disruption in the body, but we want to do what we can to protect our bodies and our cells against those free radicals. So great products. Again, I recommend that you do go on our website. You'll be able to see all of the same information that I shared you here, myalavida.com, and you can learn a little bit more about these products and see the full ingredient deck for both of these products. Okay, so our patch, Alavida patch. You know, this is actually pretty incredible as well. Many of you know that I feel very strongly about our patch technology. Many of you have that same love and passion as well. And so how great that we have a patch specifically designed to support skin, right? Support anti-aging and to help our skin to look more beautiful and radiant than it ever could, right? Again, we're leveraging what our body naturally has inside and just boosting it up with these great patches. And so I love the Alavida patch. And this is something, like I mentioned before, is great to pair with X39. X39 is really our flagship product. And a lot of the products that we talk about on these calls are really great supplements to X39. They're products that we know work together synergistically to really help with different areas that you need additional support within your body systems. So Alavida, we recommend that you use Alavida at night. And you may remember me saying it's because that's when our skin is doing its duty. That's when our skin is working overtime to repair. That's when our cells are doing what they do best, when we're at sleep and when we're actually in a state where our body can recover. So we encourage you to wear the Alavida patch at night. Very important. And as David has said with our patches, most of our patches can be placed anywhere on the body. For the best results and to replicate some of the things that we've experienced in our clinical studies, there are specific placements that are recommended. But really, truly, with most of our patches, it's just about putting them on the body, and they do what they do best, and they activate the things within our body that support these different functions. So this particular patch reduces oxidative stress, and it preserves antioxidants within the body, which are so important when it comes to making sure that our body is aging in a good way. It also promotes regeneration of skin's radiance. Who doesn't want that? I know I do. I want my skin to glow and be radiant at all times, even if that means I have to use a little makeup to get it. But with Alavida, it can just be your skin that's glowing beautifully. So this trio together, these three things together, I think are just a really great way for you to support your healthy skin, pair it with X39, pair it with AEON, and you have a powerhouse combination here to really make sure you can look and feel your best. Now, I wanted to share just a few before and afters before we pop off here. And again, I would like to encourage you to go to myalavida.com. There are a lot more before and afters that I'm not sharing here, but these are a couple of my favorites. As you can see on the eyelids here, look at the amazing transformation, how it's smoothed, how the crepiness from those lids has basically disappeared. And as you can see from the before and afters, this is after just 2 weeks. Wow. It's incredible to me what people have experienced using this. As I've said, I love this product line as well, but the results are here for you to see right in front of you. I love this before and after as well. Just the difference in the quality of the skin, the brightening of the skin, the smoothing of the wrinkles after 6 short weeks. It's pretty incredible. And now everyone will have different results, when they come to using different products, as we know, but that's why it's so important to take before and after pictures so you can track your progress, because we look at these mugs every single day, right? So sometimes we may not notice some of the micro changes, but look at the difference over these 6 weeks in this lady. It's amazing to me what Jani has experienced with this product. And so I would encourage you that if you decide this is a product you want to give a shot, to definitely take those before and afters, because pictures are so valuable when you're sharing your story, and sharing what this can do for you, or for your friends and your family, and for also you understanding what the product has done for you. So definitely encourage. Now, you've heard me mention a few times now, myalavida.com. Again, a great resource for you, and something that you can share videos and resources with those that are interested in learning more about the products. It's pretty incredible, and it's certainly something that's a great resource to you, something that you can utilize to learn more about the product and dive more into skin health. So again, I have a great passion for skin health generally. It's something that we can really control a lot with our diet, with how we live our lives, with how we're hydrating. And then you pair it with the amazing products that we have here at Lifewave. And you can have just glowing, radiant skin and look the best that you possibly can with the beautiful skin that you've been given. And so again, I encourage you to go to that website and check it out. I encourage you to give Alavida a try, and make sure you take those before and after pictures, because I definitely want to see them. We definitely have some things that we're working on for next month when it comes to being able to track the progress that others are experiencing with this great product line. So I would encourage you again to take those photos before and after, because we want to hear those stories. We want to hear how Alavida has worked for you and has helped you in your life, and has helped you to feel just awesome in your own skin. I hope that you will come and join us again on our next LifeWave Connect. We'll be focused on a business training for the next time around as we continue to work with our top leaders in our company that can share the things that they've learned over time that can help you to be successful as you promote your business and your opportunity. And again, we appreciate you consistently tuning in to what we're doing here, plugging into our LifeWave community, and coming and being open to learning more about these products and the beautiful technology that is LifeWave. We hope to see you again.